Hi, my name is Bob. I'm with CrossFit Glen Burnie here in Odenton, located just a few minutes from Fort Meade. You can take exit 5 off of Route 32, and we're right here for you. We're talking about the Army Combat Fitness Test and providing some tips to help you to get your best score on this fitness test. The fitness test has 6 events in it. They include the maximum deadlift, the standing power throw, the hand release push-up, the sprint drag carry, the leg tuck, and the 2-mile run. So we're going to be sharing some tips today on the 2-mile run and how to train and get your best score for your 2-mile run. So basically a 2-mile run is a 2-mile course that's provided for you. That could be a loop, or it could be a course that goes out and back, 1 mile out, one mile back. Either or, you're going to be covering 2 miles on foot, and you're trying to get your best time. So it brings us to the tips. The most important thing that you can do to know how to approach this event is to know your 2-mile pace, okay? This is the pace that is your maximum sustainable pace for a 2-mile run event. And to get that, you basically need to run your 2 miles to see where you're at. Okay, so find a partner with a stopwatch or a coach, and let's get out there and see where you're currently at on that 2-mile run. The reason why your pace is important is that the pace that you're going to be running in the event needs to be practiced so you can build up aerobic endurance at and around your 2-mile pace. So you're going to start planning out your runs to be performed at and around that pace that you're going to be running in a 2-mile event. So for example, how would you do that? You run your 2-mile event, and let's say it's 16 minutes. That's 8 minutes per mile. That's an 8-minute mile pace. A quarter mile you're running every 2 minutes. So in your training, you would be performing, for example, something like a 400-meter run and completing that in and around 2 minutes. Sometimes you would practice a little bit faster, a little bit slower, just improving that pace, that gear that you're going to be running out there in there. The next tip we have on there is going to be to vary the time domains that you're training. So not only do you want to be training at an event that is your 2-mile event, but it would be helpful to have intervals that are shorter and somewhat faster in your training, like a 10-minute event, an 8-minute event, 6-minute, and so on, as well as training longer time domains like 20, 24, 30 minutes and things like that. So by varying the length of your workouts, sometimes short, sometimes long, and constantly varying those workouts, you're going to be sure to be developing speed and endurance across the range of time domains that are going to be helpful to you. Finally, having workouts that incorporate intervals where you're going to be performing, let's say, a run or other endurance type activity with some either built-in rest or intervals of lower intensity is going to help your body to recover during your 2-mile run. So make sure that you have interval time domains in your training so that you can benefit and build the best aerobic endurance that you can for your 2-mile run. Finally, the other one is the final tip on this one is to know ahead of time what your split times are going to be. A split time is, let's take that 2 miles and break it up into 8 quarter-mile segments. And as you're performing the event, you'll know how long you should take to complete the first 400 meters of the event, second 400 meters, and so on. And ideally, you're going to be able to either maintain a steady pace throughout the event, or maybe you could approach it so that you're getting gradually or planning to try to get a little bit faster as you're approaching those last 2 or 3 quarters of a mile in the event. So again, just kind of really getting back to practicing your pacing in your training, varying the time domains in your training, and incorporating some interval style workouts as well. These all can be very helpful tips for you. Thank you so much for checking us out. We have tips on all 6 events. Look forward to seeing you on these videos. Take care and have a great day.